So this is very exciting. We're working on something. We've been trying to improve the production quality on the show, and part of that means having on special guests from all around the world. So this evening we're actually going to be we're going to try and get Adrian on. Let's talk a little
We're
bit.
stepping up every time.
Yeah,
right.
every time.
We started with Mr. Tango, who was already here.
Yes.
And then we went to Juan Tamariz, who's just just a little bit higher than Mr. Tango, and now we've gone
to the stratosphere.
Way out of bounds
Yeah.
to the world's greatest 2020 virtual magician.
Yeah.
Right.
No rubber bands.
No rubber bands.
No rubber bands.
He is the king of the magic marketplace when it comes
Hey, we've
to
got him right here.
virtual tricks, and oh my God, there he is.
There he is. Hey, Adrian, how's it going?
Everything fine here. How are you?
Oh, we're great. Thanks so much for joining us here on the show, man. We're so excited. Now, we know your trick, Virtual Rising, is in the top 20 this week. It's at number 5. But there's another trick that you performed that we actually asked you to come on and do here because people didn't believe it was real. This is Isolated?
Yes, it's isolated. It's on the top 20 also, I think.
Yeah, it's already. Yeah, all of his tricks are always in the top 20. Just assume that Adrian has a trick in the top 20 because he always does at this point.
Fair enough.
Yes. So Isolated is probably the one that because you know how virtual tricks go, and Adrian, you can talk about this if you want to, but like there's the whole thing where like once you kind of see it, there's a problem sometimes where if you just play it back and you can kind of learn the secret. But that's not the case with Isolated.
Yes, the thing is mostly the tricks that are meant to be performed at distance relies on a mathematical principle or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what Nick is saying? When you watch it a lot of times back, maybe you can backtrack. But this is something a little bit different because it is more I think more fair in the way people can choose the things and the stuff. Maybe we can try it. I can try any of those two versions. We can do a version for everyone on their homes, or I can perform for you. Which one you prefer?
I think, Adrian, give us just 1 second. We're going to try and increase your volume here where we can hear you. I think
Probably should have it.
Yeah.
Or maybe not. Otherwise, you're just going to talk with me. So you recently just got to perform for David Copperfield and Chris Kenner and some other people, right? What was that like?
Plenty of people. Penn and Teller, also Chef McBride, a few big names, and it was for me pretty amazing because all started with a triumph and the things were in a path that I didn't.
Yeah. And now you're really stepping it up, performing for me and Eric.
Yeah,
so,
this is, we're the premier online magic show. So can we see a performance of Isolated?
Yes. I was telling two things we can do. I can perform for you, or I can perform for you at the people at home. Which one you prefer?
Oh, perform for us or for the people on the chat? We should perform for the people on the chat.
No.
Yeah.
So just doing something visual so everyone can participate on their homes.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try that way. So everyone on their homes, I want to remember one card, not this one, but one card from the inside, okay? And you too, guys. So I will go through the deck. I don't know if it's in the
right there.
I don't know if you can remember one card.
Yes.
You have one in mind?
Yeah.
Okay, imagine everyone on homes. If you have one card in mind, imagine that you have it like this in your hand. And I want you to. Which card do you have in your mind, Nick?
It's a 7 of clubs.
7 of clubs. Imagine that you have that card and count to 3 and throw it here inside this glass, please.
Okay.
Ready?
1, 2, 3.
See how one card appears? And
it looks so good.
That's amazing. That's killer.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
Your 7 of clubs.
Yeah. What do we need to know about that? That anybody can do that trick, right?
I think so. Yes. If you want, we can try something else with it.
Oh yeah. Let's do something else.
Yeah.
Let's see. I will make a prediction. I think I have my prediction here. Give me just 1 second. I will place the prediction inside the glass. Okay, can you see?
Okay.
And Eric.
Yes.
Name any card from the deck that you want. Any card.
Any card? Okay. 4 of hearts.
4 of hearts. You want to change your mind, or you want to keep with the 4?
Yeah, I want to change my mind.
Which one?
Queen of diamonds.
Queen of diamonds.
Yes.
That's the final decision?
Your final decision, Queen of diamonds.
Queen of diamonds, perfect. Nick,
Yeah.
I said before that I have a prediction here inside the glass, but I lied to you.
Why? Why would you lie?
I have 52 predictions. I know,
okay.
you see, but I have 52 predictions. Okay, and there you can see one, right?
Yeah.
I was hearing a TED talk about a professor that he said that everything in life is ruled by luck. Okay, we don't want to see the things that way because we want to think or we want to believe that we can control the things that happens around us. But mostly the luck is present. So, Eric,
All right.
I want you to name. No, you name the card. Nick, I want you to name any number between 1 and 52.
All right, let's go.
Any
with
number.
11.
11. Okay? So, if we count 11 cards and there is the Queen of Diamonds, we will be lucky, right?
Yep.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you can see on the 11th card, there is a card that does not match with the color of the others. I don't know if you can see because the camera is, you can see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. There is a card that does not match with the others, right? And you name the Queen of Hearts.
No, diamonds.
The Queen of Diamonds.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe we were lucky today. Because if you say any other card, the red card wouldn't be in that position, right? And if you name any other value of the card, it would be even print because all the other cards.
Oh no.
No. Oh, of course they're all blank.
Of course they're all.
Are all blank.
Too much, man, my friend.
It was amazing. Thanks so much for sharing that with us. That was
Now,
incredible. I have no idea how that works.
Yeah, well, no. You got to buy the download, Eric.
Okay,
I mean, like,
well,
so is that carded number? That's also on Isolated. Is that right?
It's also on the project, and there are a few other ideas. I've been using some alternative handlings that you may don't know that I wanted to. But if you watch the tutorial, you can figure out.
You'd understand. Well, I mean, if you're out there and you haven't gotten any of Adrian's virtual tricks yet, I mean, what have you been waiting for? Number one.
You got to check it out. I mean, what was it? You just had a trick on Penn and Teller. Penn and Teller performed your virtual triumph on their show.
The Triumph, yes. Also, Luis D'Amato performed it on TV.
It's really strong stuff. And I think one of the really nice things about these virtual tricks that you're doing is that even though there is some process, you have a really great way of disguising that so that if the magic happens in their hands, it doesn't feel like we've dealt a million piles of cards. And then some of the other stuff that you're doing is just like this. This is knockout stuff.
This is fabulous stuff right here. Incredible trick. Adrian, we love you
for inviting me.
For coming on our show.
I'm honored to be here with you again.
Thanks so much for joining us. We hope we can have you back again soon.
Yes, and in person. Let's see when this race is over.
Yeah, you're gonna have to come up with a new trick.
All right, goodbye, Adrian. Thanks so much.
Bye, guys. Have a good night. Bye. Thank you.
That was solid.
You can tell he's done it a lot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you have any doubt about like.
It's really good to see that one in particular perform live because there's only so much you can get from a demo.
Yeah.
But then when you see it do that, I mean, that's a full-on trick. That's not edited. We don't.
Yeah,
it's clearly not pre-recorded.
No, yeah, it's clearly not. Demos of Zoom Magic is hard to film. So really it's just not what we're accustomed to seeing. The way the Magic's perform. I mean, it's kind of the thing right now. But listen, if you haven't done a trick on the internet, if you're one of the hobby magicians that's out there and I recommend it. I really have only done Adrian stuff. I've done a couple other. I did some Woody Aragon stuff and some
Yeah.
of Max's stuff. I should also mention Colin McLeod.
Oh yeah, the Colin
Worked
McLeod
with some
stuff is
Colin
really good.
McLeod stuff.
I'm just looking here in the chat, and we've got wow, very cool, mind blown emoji. I mean, yeah, the chat's blowing up over this.
This is this is the guy
solid.
though.
Yeah.
Adrian really has put a lot of work and thought into these. He's a great magician outside of this. I mean, we met him a few years ago, but yeah.
Let's talk
All
a little
good.
bit about virtual rising, because we've spent all this
sure,
time
sure.
talking about isolated, and you probably aren't aware of what virtual rising is. It's a really interesting effect where basically it's the rising card, but in the spectator's hands on the other side of a video chat.
Yeah.
I think it's really interesting.
Yeah, and that is one of those that like we can't really perform it for us here because like a full performance kind of just
You would understand what it is.
as magicians you would understand. For the layman, no.
No,
But think about that.
yeah.
A rising card thousands of miles away in your spectator's home, that's strong.
It's a really, really solid piece of magic. When I first learned it, I was surprised that I'd never come to this sooner. But what Adrian did was take something that I was like, oh man, I should have thought of this, and then turn it into a really nicely routined piece that's great for a virtual show.
Yeah, no, it's just anything. You're going to learn something that you don't know
Yeah.
on Adrian's downloads because they're all just new style things. Watch Penn and Teller perform the Virtual Triumph. I don't think you would search Penn and Teller Virtual Triumph.
I think
But
I want to say
he did it to some TV show, right?
they did it.
Cast of something.
I want to say that they did it on their. If you're in the chat right now and you remember what it
Yeah.
is, I think it was on Penn and Teller Try This at Home or Penn and Teller Try This at Home 2.
And they did it for like the cast of Full House or something like that.
Yeah. It would not fool us. I think it was one of their specials that
Yeah.
they did right at the top of.
So you can see
lockdown.
that, but I also know I had asked him quick there. He did it for Copperfield and those guys recently. But
We're-
he's the guy.
We're coming close to the end of the show here.